All right, give me a second. Give me a second. We're finna get started. All right, here we go. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Keith back with another weekly analysis for futures and stocks. Today is Sunday, December 7th, 2025. We are going to look at the week of December 8th through the 12th. All right. Now, let's get ready to get into this economic calendar, these earnings, and then we're going to jump into the charts. We got a new week. Technically, we completed 1 week of December. This is the second week of December. All right. So first thing first, let's go to the economic calendar. Y'all know when it comes to my economic calendar, I use investing.com. I put it on 3-star news, US only, and yeah. So that's why my economic calendar looks shorter than most regular calendars. All right. First thing first, we don't really get no heavy impacting news until Tuesday, December 9th. 9 a.m. we got Jolts. Jolts at 9 a.m. Then at 12 we have the 10-year note. Pretty decent news. Jolts definitely a quick spike. Jolts usually give us a quick spike, either direction. The 10-year note also is a pretty decent sized news. So Tuesday we could see some nice volatility. Wednesday, 9:30. And also for Tuesday, before I go forward, is at 9 a.m. and then 12 in the evening. So it's kind of it's probably gonna be real volatile that whole morning for Tuesday, since the news is spread out instead of it all being, around and near the same time. Okay? So just be on the lookout. Tuesday probably be extremely volatile throughout the whole day. Wednesday, December 10th, 9:30 we got crude oil. 1 p.m. we have FOMC and Fed interest rate decision, and at 1:30 we have FOMC press conference. So Wednesday, definitely a big day. Definitely a big day. At 1 o'clock, news, 1 o'clock, meetings, all at conferences is definitely going to have a key into determining which direction the market want to go. All right. And then we got finally Thursday, we have 7:30 news, initial jobless claims, 11 a.m. 30-year bond auction. Pretty much almost I say almost the same as Tuesday, but I feel like Tuesday news is a little bit more stronger. Honestly, for most importance, I'll probably go with Wednesday first, Tuesday second, Thursday last. Clearly it look like Monday and Friday we don't really have nothing major coming out, but y'all know what I'd say about Fridays. Market likes to clean up itself on Fridays. It goes to the actual direction it wanted to go for the whole week if it's not already headed in that direction. So, honestly, pretty much gonna be a jam-packed week. Monday might be the most non-news day, but it is also, the beginning of the week, so it can go one or two ways. Either we can be moving pretty quick, or we might just move sideways on Mondays. All right. Now, going to the earnings for this week. Jumping into the earnings for this week. Monday, we have Monday really ain't nothing crazy, nothing major on Monday. Tuesday, before the open, we had Campbell's. I wonder how they're gonna do after all that. Well, actually, it's not gonna affect the earnings, honestly, not this quarter at least. But y'all heard like the CEO and all that stuff that got leaked. I wonder if that's gonna affect it crazy or not. But that'll probably be the next quarter that it affects it. We got Academy also before the open. AutoZone before the open. Pretty much those the main ones. After the open, we got GameStop. I know a lot of people love messing around with GameStop. Me, I'm not really crazy in it, you know. But I know a lot of people still running off the hype of GameStop. Cracker Barrel. I'm not sure what AeroVironment is. Maybe something to look out for. I'm not sure, but um, we got Dave and Buster's. Really GameStop the main one I'll be looking for on Tuesday. If I had, or yeah, pretty much GameStop. Wednesday we got Chewy. I know Chewy's a decent one to play around with. Um, Pretty much it before the open. After the open, we got Oracle. I love messing with Oracle chart. We got Oracle, Adobe. I like Adobe also. I'm not sure about Synopsys, but definitely Oracle and Adobe. I like them too. Um, Thursday. Oh, okay. Thursday before the open. I guess you can say Vera Bradley, but I don't really look at them charts. But after the open, this is what I'm looking at. We got Broadcom, Lululemon, and Costco. And is that Robinhood? I think that is that RH Robinhood, right? So we definitely got some nice names for Thursday. Thursday definitely was nice. Friday, nothing really. All right. For importance, major days I'll be looking for on this, I'll probably say Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday. Those are my order of importance. So far, based on economic and based on earnings, economic calendar earnings, Wednesday wins both charts. All right. Now let's jump into these charts, man. Let's jump to these charts. First thing first, let's go to SPY. Y'all know we always start off with SPY. Going to SPY. Let's first check out this weekly. Let's hide these drawings. Actually, let's remove the drawings. Y'all, you know what? We're going back to our roots where we used to remove everything and just start over. All right. Looking at the first, let's look at the monthly. Looking at the monthly, of course, it was a green candle. What do we expect this monthly to do? Come retest these highs. It's already did it. It is showing some rejection though. It is showing some rejection. But we want to see, can this month end up closing above the previous month high? Okay. Weekly. We of course what? Made an uptrend, but then we end up making what? Lower low. Alright. Made a lower low. But now it look like we might be heading to a higher high. We might be heading to a higher high. Of course, we had this minor downtrend here, but we just broke, made a higher high right there. We just either need a higher low or just keep pushing up and close past the 690 level on the weekly. Okay. We definitely closed this previous week. Definitely closed above this previous swing, or basically previous lower high. So since it closed past there, we expect what? Continuation to the upside. We at least expect the market to what? Retest this high of this weekly candle. Going down to the daily. Yeah, going down to the daily. Looking at this chart, remember, the weekly we made a what? Lower low. Then we just made a higher high. Same thing for the daily. We made a lower low, just made a higher high. But we do have not technically a strong solidified level, a soft solidified level right here to kind of use as our defense and as our wall to, anchor our trades on. But we're gonna mark out the last low we had, which just got solidified when we just switched over. Well, actually, it's not completely solidified. We gotta take this high here, but we do definitely gotta make this a soft pink. All right. Still looking for this high to get taken for this uptrend to continue. All right, that high is 689.70. That low that we said that we want to see get solidified. We want to see this get solidified. It's not solidified just yet until we make a higher high. Overall, it's 650.85. We want to see that be the new higher low if we can. Gotta cross this high though. We gotta cross this high. All right, so we're gonna set alert crossing up. We don't even need a close. We just needed to cross. All right. Now, once it crosses, we want to see the close after that. But our last real true solidified level that we can mark is right here at 634.92. That's the last true solidified level. So we got two soft levels as of now. All right, these are two soft levels. These are higher lows within the trend, overall trend. Okay, but we still gonna use them because we want to what, take longs, because our overall trend is what, still bullish. Overall still bullish, so we gonna use these as for our, for our trades. Okay, now since we overall look for bullish, if we using this low here at 678.74 as our solidified level, we must find what, a trade within this range, within this area. All right, so first thing first, we got our low, we got our high, we know our range. Do we got any gaps? Let's see. Is this a gap? Cause it looks super tight. Let's see. Yep, extremely small gap. You always gotta mark them all out, man, cause you never know that one gap would be what the market would use to bounce off of. Okay, so we only got, it look like we only got one gap. Honestly, yeah, it look like we only got one gap for SPY. No other gaps to use. So we got our breakout. If somehow we get a red candle, might get a retest to try to go higher. Honestly, me looking at this, I kind of think we just gonna push straight up. But you never know. We could get a retest to go higher, or the retest can fail and we break this low and make a lower low. Market come drop down to these other fair value gaps down here. All right. Now we can mark out, and that, my bad, y'all. It's late now. I'm getting on this chart a little bit late. You know what? I just thought about. I'm calling some of this stuff fair value gap, where it's just regular gaps. All right, so we got a big regular gap here with a small gap in the inside. Okay, we still gonna mark, since we got that big gap. I'ma still have this small one marked, just because it's not too much overlapping where to confuse me. If it was a bigger size gap, I would delete the one that's the most inside. But since it's not too overlapping, it's fine. But like I was saying, if it breaks this gap here at 678.74, we should find potential areas for it to bounce if it breaks those gaps. So we got a gap here. Got a nice gap down here. Alright. And that's all I'm gonna mark for right now. Okay. Because I don't want to have too many boxes sitting on here. But these are the 3 stages we got so far. Okay. These are the gaps we got so far. So pretty much what we're looking for. Honestly, I'm thinking we just can continue higher. We could see potential consolidation and then try to push, or consolidation and try to drop. But I'm kind of think we just gonna start moving up. Honestly, for tomorrow, Monday, we gotta have what, another green candle to retest these highs. But y'all see this huge wick. I always tell y'all, it don't necessarily have to go to the top of the candle if it got a huge wick. It just got to come inside this range because it's used as resistance. So it could come inside, reject, give us the red candle to drop. If it closed with inside this candle wick, I do expect us to keep moving up that Tuesday. But we just gotta see what the market does when it comes out. Now we can mark out this higher low here. I mean lower high, and see if we can build some base above it. See if we build base above. We did get our first close above. We want to see, can we build some base above? We also got this high low here to mark out. We did mark these out last week. These two higher lows. I mean, it's late night, man. Y'all gotta bear with me. These two lower highs, because it's lower high. These two lower highs, we need to see base build above. I'd rather see it build above this upper one at 685.80. Just because even if it build base up here, we can consolidate with in here. You see that? Where if it builds above that 685.80, not nothing to consolidate. The only thing, if we consolidating, we still got to go up here, to consolidate. So actually, we're gonna delete that lower one. We just only want to see it come above that higher, lower high right here. So I want to see it close above and structure start forming. Honestly, I don't even need no alert because I'm gonna see it close above it. Okay, that's the main thing. And honestly, we close above here. I'm thinking that's what's gonna continue us all the way up. To that 689.70. All right, going to QQQ, and we could drop down to hour. We're gonna leave the hourly and stuff to the morning. Okay, we ain't gonna mess with it right now. We're gonna just look at the weekly and dailies. All right, since we're doing the weekly analysis. All right, going to QQQ weekly. Remove drawings. Looking at this weekly on QQQ. Pretty much same thing as SPY. We made a lower low. Potentially trying to see, can we go make a higher high? So we got higher high, lower low. Market don't know what it's doing right now. All right, pretty much that's what it is. Don't know what it's doing. Don't know what it wants to do. Okay. Want to see if we can head to make a higher high. If we can't and we see a red week, then that's pretty much gonna probably either consolidate or we reverse into shorts to make a lower low. Daily, same thing. Higher high, lower low. We want to see this new higher high get made. If it doesn't, pretty much about to reverse the drop. Okay, the higher high for it to get made, we got to cross 637.01. So that's our overall target. Green alert, crossing up, crossing up. All right. So we want to see this low here at 580.74 turn solidified. Right now it's not. We got two on other. With SPY we had one. We got two soft higher lows on QQQ. So we got two of them on QQQ versus one on SPY. Solidified level. Last solidified level for QQQ is down here at 558.84. Last solidified level. So even though it look like we moving up, if we don't go make this new high, we could still be coming back down as long as we don't break 558.84. Okay? So you gotta be careful, We're gonna use these as our stop losses basically to keep us from losing too much if it just want to drastically drop. Alright, so mark out any gaps. Got a gap here. We clearly pushed inside, failed to close inside, but it's a green candle. So we might get another retest. We might try to come back up again. But we gotta close inside, okay? We gotta close inside. And I want to alert. That's what I should put on SPY. Alert when it crosses our daily. When it crosses our daily soft solidified levels. Crossing down. Okay. Going back to QQQ. If it breaks that one, is it a gap in here? We do got a gap right here. Alright, and then it breaks that. Of course, there's gaps down here, but I ain't gonna mark them yet. We're gonna stick with 3 for right now. Okay. So what we want to see now, we want to see it close above this high. Close above this high at 626.95 and build base above there. Okay. But even if it build base above here, I don't like it if it's closing in this gap. But if it's building high, low, higher, high, more than likely it's gonna try to push out the gap. We gotta see if it can close past though. You know. Alright, going to ES. Going to that weekly first. Weekly. So pretty much look like SPY. We made a higher high, lower low. Potentially we can be coming to make a higher high to solidify this low. It still be a lower low, so we still need a higher low to keep going up. Or we can just get a close above this high and it'll be a continuation perhaps. Okay. Green weekly last week, so I expect what? This kind of highs to get retested. It look like we're starting to push up currently. Going to that daily. So we know what? We got a higher high. That's our ultimate target. We got this low that we want to see get solidified. It's not solidified yet. Okay. We got this higher low that's within inside, within inside the trend, but we're going to use that as our stop. And then our last true solidified level right here at 64.52. Okay. Gaps. So mark out our gaps. Got a gap here. We actually got a gap there. Would I rather use that gap instead? Yeah, I think I'd rather use that one instead. Alright. Don't got other gaps above. See, we got gaps down here to bounce off of. Yes, we do. Got multiple gaps to bounce off of down here. I'm just gonna mark these 3, and then that's it. Then that's it. Okay, we got our break above the gap. See, we can build structure above. We do got this high. We swept this high, but we did not close past it. Did not close past it. So we do need close past both these higher lows. Okay, really, I want to just see that top higher low get taken. This one is fine. Like since we trade futures, we can make money off of from it going from 6,900 to 6,918 to 18 points. We can definitely make it off of that, but main level I want to see is it to get above that 69.18 so we can go and move to all-time highs. Okay. Going to NQ. Moving over to NQ. We pretty much moving through these pretty nice though. NQ weekly. Well, probably because these are all the same charts. Weekly, y'all know higher high, lower low. See if we can push up to make a higher high. If we get a red week, either it can lead us to a lower low, or we might be finna get ready to consolidate. Okay. Either way, if we get a red week, I'm looking for some shorts. Either way, because we're gonna come down either way. Either we're gonna come down to consolidate, or we're gonna come down to reverse if that weekly turn red. Of course, mark out the high. We got two soft higher lows. Got one that we want to see get solidified, not solidified yet. Our last solidified level is over here at 23.25.25. Okay, mark out the gaps. got. Alright, so now that's interesting. Oh no, because any other ones had it coming up too. Yeah, never mind. I was gonna say we approaching the gap, but we already. That's how the other ones was pretty much. Okay, I think that's all we're gonna mark for now. Alright, and of course we want to see the highs get broken. That high there is how here. Shoot, if we break this high, we pretty much at all time highs though. It's a big range for it in Q. So honestly, I just like one close above here, and I can look for some longs. One daily close above 25,880 is a good spot for some longs. Of course, we do got this gap. We have to push past this gap, but shoot, this a big range between the two higher lows. I mean lower highs. God dang, why I keep messing it up? All right, let's jump down the crowd strike. Jump down the crowd strike. Look at the daily. Well, let's look at the weekly first. Weekly crowd strike. Crowd strike on that weekly. Of course, we at all time highs. Made higher high, higher low, higher high. I'm trying to see can this be the new higher low. Honestly, this look like buy loans. Literally, that's what it's looking like. Just only look for straight loans. That's literally what it's telling me. Yeah, it's literally like go straight long. This 477.55. We looking for that to be the new higher low. Now, if we get a red week though, oh my goodness, them shorts will go crazy. Cause look, we do got this weekly gap here. So if we can't seem to push past 525, if we can't close past 525 somehow on the weekly, not necessarily this week, but can't close above it somehow on the weekly, it's gonna be rough, man. It's gonna be rough. Now, if we can close above it, we got nothing but space up to 560s. Okay, nothing but space. Ain't nothing stopping it from going up there. Okay, if we get a red candle close below 5, 511, 18, it's pretty much just straight space, straight down to 477. So either way, it's some nice range, man. Well, either way, we'll take crowd strike either direction. Honestly, we'll take it either direction. Honestly, beautiful either way. Beautiful either way. We're gonna put that purple on it. We're gonna keep this box here, cause just so we can remember this weekend. Okay. I don't want us to forget it, but we're gonna make that inside a little bit more transparent, so we won't be kind of messing our eyes up with all this stuff overlapping. Like that. All right, that's good, man. But I'm telling y'all, this weekly could be looking to shoot up pretty hard. All we need is that close above that 525. Close above there or close below here. That's it. And you know what? I could have just did it instead of, yeah, I could just do that. I could just make purple lines. So I know, okay, once we close below there on the weeklies, instead of doing the whole box. Yeah, let's just do purple lines. Y'all think the purple lines would be better or the box? No, I don't know. Cause we know there's a gap. I know it's a gap, but I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Now, let's put the box. Cause I might just mistakenly think the line is the low or something. I don't know. Let's put that box back. Alright. But that's that weekly. Weekly looking strong bullish, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's looking bullish like a mug. Bullish like a mug. For now. You know, all that news come out. You never know what might happen. But 477 definitely the level we don't want to see it come below. And if it does, it's fine. It's fine if it come below as long as it ain't a red candle coming below. Like if we got a green candle and we wick down and still close green, that's completely fine. But once the first red week come, it cannot go below whatever the lowest point in between this area. Between here and here. Okay. Going to that daily though, this is where we post the chart up. And I swear I'm gonna stop breathing dang heavy like that, y'all. It's a bad habit I done picked up being around somebody. She know who I'm talking about. But it's a bad habit. Of course we look for these highs to get taken. 526.90 is the target. Last solidify level all the way down, all the way down here at 402. We got some soft higher lows though that we can mark out. I really want this to be that spot here. It's 477.55, so we're gonna mark that out. Then we got this one here for 486.30. Now I'll say this, on them dailies, we did close red, okay? Red is telling us what we're looking for lows, but it could be a higher low. Like I said, we got low, high, low, higher high, potentially new higher low, higher high. So we really looking for that first green candle back on crowd strike to go back long, but I really want us to start building above 526. 525, honestly. I really want to see us above there. Like you could look for a long if we close the green in here, but I really want to see the green candle close up here. Let us start building some base up here so we can go all the way up to the all-time highs. You see that? That's what I want to see. You know, pretty much like this. Break, retest, go. That's what I want to see. Exactly what we seen over here. I want to see that over here. All right. Let's go to meta. Meta. Remove drawings. Delete. All right. And that's nothing. I didn't even go over CrowdStrike monthly. CrowdStrike monthly close red. Okay. But this can be a new higher low. I'm telling y'all, this can be a new higher low. We're gonna make that higher high. Beautiful. But even if an event it don't want to be higher low, of course we can drop down, come retest that monthly gap down here at that 470, pretty much 475. So honestly, this literally, whatever direction we break out, you at least got $20 drop or $20 up. Okay, at least 20. So CrowdStrike, literally, whichever direction it break, you got some room to hold your trades. Okay. Now Meta monthly closed red also, but it did it after making higher highs. You know, we got a low, which was a lower low, higher high, potentially new higher low, man. Potentially. And we can start that uptrend going all the way full effect. Now, looking at that weekly, we got what? Higher high, higher low. Lower low, higher high, Lower. This is low, but it's not lower than the previous swing low. So we just got regular low. Potentially could be a new high low, man. We gotta have market structure shift to upside though. Right now we got green candles that's straight pushing. You could say it's gonna come clear this weekly gap, but we do got this weekly gap right here that it also got a breakthrough, and we got this weekly gap here before it can clear that one. Okay. But green candle do tell us to go up. It's continuation, so we at least expect the highs to get retaken at 77. Going to that daily. I'm gonna say this. Looking at the weekly, Meta got a lot of space to move up. Versus, well, CrowdStrike got a lot of space, but CrowdStrike look like it's trying to get ready to go either up or down. Meta kind of already look like it's in that motion to move up, and they got a lot of space. But I kind of like for structure wise, I like CrowdStrike chart because it got a little bit more structure getting formed. Where Meta right now we just pushing. Literally, that's what we just pushing right now. At any moment we can, get a pullback, either to go higher or we could just straight drop. Cause it ain't no highs or nothing right now. It literally has to come out with the top of this gap. I mean top of this counter right here for it to break its first high, which is at 758. So it literally gotta just keep being straight green the whole time until it get up there. So it's a little risky to me. It's a little bit risky. But dropping down to that daily. Daily look a little bit more cleaner. We got a little bit more structure for the daily. Looking at this daily, we want to use this low as our potential new higher low, so we're gonna mark that out. Now the last actual low, all the way down here at 479, target high. Really, this is a beautiful. Some of y'all, these charts been looking beautiful for swing traders. Cause honestly, you can just hold them. You almost can kind of just guess where the direction is gonna go. Like Meta, we know it's trying to move up. Just swing it, hold it. Um, like we said, we want to see this one get solidified. It's not just yet, but we can use these as bases right here. So we use these as soft solidified levels. Now, the only thing I want to say, y'all see how far we are from these? So I kind of want to see some bases form a little higher up. So I kind of want to see some red candles come into play. Because if it just be straight greens, that's going to be trash. Because literally you just kind of taking a chance. You're going to be taking the continuations, taking a chance. So a nice close above 682. Definitely can see a nice run. We close above 682. Definitely can see a nice run to the upside. That's pretty much it, man. I mean, we really ain't got too much to take away from here. Ain't that much structure. Alright. Dropping down to DG. DG been going crazy, y'all. Actually, you know what? Do I want to trade DG? That's the thing. Cause I was trading for the earnings, but it ain't something that I normally trade. But this weekly did not take this high. That's interesting. Might be coming back up to 35. Might see a slight pullback and then go up to 35. I don't know. Let's do this. We gonna mark out these next highs, right? But we ain't gonna really do nothing to the chart. Just gonna mark out each of these highs. So whenever we get a close above, I say we close above here, we'll be looking to take it up to 47. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. Just ride the waves on DG. Let's see. Alright. Cause honestly, it ain't something I normally trade. But right now, what it did, it just made this high, so it could just squeeze, man. We could just shoot up. We gotta see, man. Oh, I just noticed something, y'all. Why y'all ain't tell me I was marking out the dang weekly? I thought I was on the daily. Thought I was on the daily. Ain't no way we finna. Ain't no way I'm finna be holding it a weekly contract that long. Man, y'all ain't even tell me, man. I thought we was on the daily chart. It's pretty much still the same levels. Yeah, it's still pretty much the same level. So we just gotta add this one. And then add this one. So it did make it a little bit more tight. So I really, main trade I'm looking for either close above 35 to go up to 41. Close above 41 and go to 45. Really don't want it once it closes past 45. If we somehow come back down to 26, if we close above it, I'd like to take it back up to 35. I think we probably retest this gap here at 31, then go higher. So maybe 31 up to 35 is a decent trade. But main thing I want to see with DG, I want to at least see us come in here and just close it back above. We close back above, I like to take the long. Alright, so pretty much I want to see this. Come inside, close back above, then take the long up. Let me redraw it. Come back down, retest, go long. Well, pretty much it. Not that. Because if it come inside, I wanted to push straight back up and retest this to go long. That's what I'm looking for. 4DG. That's what I'll be looking for. So we come back in here, close outside it. We should just push up. Possibly retest this to go higher. Okay. Going to gold. Oh, I forgot. We forgot another futures, y'all. We need to move this up to the top. Because I forgot all about gold for the futures. And YM. I just thought about that. Dang, we slacking tonight. We gonna go over gold and YM. Let me go ahead and go over YM real quick. Weekly on YM. Bullish. Man, it's pretty much the same thing as SPY and ES and all them. QQQ. So we got a high target. We want to see this be solidified. It's not though. We got these soft levels we're going to use as our basis. Okay. Our last solidified is down here at 45,387. Mark out our gaps for the market to bounce. So it ain't even close past this gap yet. So we still gotta wait on the close past that gap on YM. It did close green though, so that's pretty much gonna leave it like that. So we really just want to see close past the gap on YM. MG to go higher. Alright, now going to gold. Looking at the weekly. Ooh. Gold should have been pushing straight up. It's a little tricky. It had a red week. Could be seeing potential reversal, man. Gotta be careful. Honestly, I don't. Based on that red counter here, I don't really like gold. Possibly if we come down into this weekly gap and see some market structure shit, we can take a long. But if it come down here to 41.93.5, and then we see some market structure shift in here to go higher, that'd be a good trade. Really don't. I don't like gold based on the weekly. Let's go to the daily though. Daily. Dude. Honestly, after that weekly turn red, I kind of expect us to come down here. So you might can look for the shorts down to that 41.93. Maybe that's the trade to take. Take it down to 41.93, and then possibly look for the longs. But I don't know. I really don't like that the chart so far. Really don't like gold. I ain't been really messing with gold lately. Like the past week or so, I ain't really been messing with it. Which is crazy because that's the main one y'all used to see me be on. We got a lot of soft lows, but this the last solidified we had down there. Target the highs. So you just pretty much using these soft solidified as your basis. I'm thinking this one gonna get broke though. I think this one gonna get broke, so we might look for some reversal somewhere down here in this area. So let's mark out potential spots it can reverse. Do got this big gap here. I don't think this one. I mean, it could be respecting the bottom of that gap, but let's go on and draw it. Because it could respect the bottom of the gap without touching that one. Then we got this big huge one down here, and I think that's the only three we're going to mark. So potential longs, either if we close inside this gap, look for that reversal at the bottom of the gap, or bounce here to go long. Once it breaks, honestly, I don't even want no close in here. If it closes here, I don't even want to touch gold at all. Okay. Now let's go check out some of these ones that got earnings coming up, and then we're gonna call it tonight. So let me see. Go to them earnings again. Where we at? So we got. I said GameStop. I'll look at GameStop. So GME. Not GMW. GME. GameStop. Let's see what it's looking like. See if we can play these earnings or not. Matter of fact, let me undo. I want to see what my drawings was at first. Yep, solidify levels got broke like a mug. This was solidified. Well, it was basically soft levels though. Basically soft levels. My bad, my brother texted me. I had to respond back. But let's remove all the drawings for now. Going to that weekly. Well, let's go to the monthly first. Monthly for GameStop, but I almost said DG. GameStop monthly, last month turned green. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, but it turned green. It is supposed to retest the high, so it already did its job. But since it closed green, we could see it possibly coming up to around $25. If it can break past that $25, definitely got room up to 30. Definitely got room up to 30. Looking at that monthly though, we got higher high, huge higher high. Boom, boom, boom. Higher high. So we're really looking for this $9 to be the base on the monthly. So all we really need, honestly, I don't know if I want to. Only way I'm playing the earnings if it make a higher high. All right, y'all. So, well, dang. This is on a dang monthly, but it don't matter. It's the only way I want to mess with. Look at the monthly. This the only way I want to mess with on the monthly. It gotta come break $28.10 for me on the monthly at least. crossing up. We don't need to close. It just gotta break it. Make a higher high. So I can see that market shit. Let me know we trying to move up some. Looking at the weekly. And I switch this to red. Or soft pink, because it ain't solidified. Man, come on now. Soft pink, because it ain't solidified yet. That 2810 definitely the first target on that weekly. On the daily, for us to get the shift, we need 2460. We'll mark that one. Daily, oh, that's the weekly, my bad. On weekly, we need 2460. So we're gonna mark that with the alert too. We want to know when I want to know when we get any type of market structure shift on it. Really don't want the market to go what? Below here. Really? It could come below here. It'd have to be probably here, 18. Let's see. High, low. We made another one. Then we made another one. 19. I can't tell if this. Nah, that's lower. 19. We're gonna use 19 as our solve. Then drop down to the daily. We got the market structure shift on daily. This is where you could have got in at first. This is what I would have did. Soon I got that first market structure shift, I would have got in dang long if I would have been looking at this. But this would have been my entry. This counter here would have been going long, or at least taking it for these highs. But we already kind of missed it. But you know what? Look at this daily. The daily looking good. You know why? Because this potentially new higher low getting set. You see that? A new higher low potentially to take us up to 24. And since GameStop don't come out till Tuesday, you get Monday to kind of watch what it's gonna do. You know, if Monday close above is high, that's a A plus setup to go long to 24. If Monday just close green, well then at least come into the high. Just gotta see if the earnings can push it past. If Monday close red, okay, well then it might be lower low, might be sitting here to drop or keep going even further down. So pretty interesting on GameStop. Pretty interesting. I really ain't marking no gaps for GameStop since it's earnings, because earnings is probably gonna blow through gaps. Let's go to who the next one. Who the next one? Oracle. Yeah, I know it should be over here somewhere because I traded them before, but I don't be knowing top. Oh, here they is. Oracle and Adobe. They right by each other. All three of them by each other. Dang. Everybody, see, that's how y'all know these are the ones I was messing with last time the earnings came out. Because everybody who got earnings this week all by each other right here. Costco got earnings this week. GameStop got earnings this week. Oracle got earnings. And Adobe. So, y'all see everybody I was messing with. Okay? From the last earnings. And look, this was last earnings. These was our solidified levels. These are red lines here. These is our targets. Look, last earning beat all the targets. But once it took the targets, what happened? Came all the way back down. Shoot. Move drawings. Monthly was red, and we made lower low, and it closed. Oh yeah, it looked dangerous. It made a lower low on the monthly and closed past for the continuation to drop. I really don't like Oracle right now, because potentially it might be trying to keep dropping pretty hard. Really don't like, unless on lower time frame we're building base to move up, then that's the only way. Weekly, look like we got green count. We still ain't building no base to move up though. That's the thing. Need red and then green. But maybe on the daily. Hold up. Let me mark out the level I'm talking about that we gotta build above so I can remember. I think that was it. 198. 198.31. Let me look at the monthly, make sure. Yeah, that's it. 198.31. We need to build above it. Okay, yeah, we got break, drop, break. Okay. We starting to build above it. We might be getting a reversal. We might be getting that reversal now. Might be getting that reversal now. So it gave me a little bit more confidence since we did do that. But these definitely is our stop loss. 198.31 or whatever. Yeah, 198. Really, this right here. This our stop loss right here. Oracle cannot go below 196.70. It go below there, game over. Leave it alone. If you in a swing or whatever, get out. Okay. Other than that, yeah, take the loans. Because it's potential reverse. And since the earnings gotta come out, might see a hard squeeze up to 230. Okay. Might see a hard squeeze up to 230 because I'm looking at the daily. That's the last lower high target. So that's the first target. Second target, of course, here. Next target here. Oh. We got a lot of little targets. Really the best time to get in is right now currently to take it up to 34. Or if it closed past 34, take it up to 47. Those are the best two. Once it breaks 47, you really don't want it to get past 52. Then if it breaks 52, take it up to 65. If it breaks 65, going on up to 80. All right. So they got some decent movement. We do got daily gap in a way right here. I really don't even got a market. Ain't no way it's gonna come all the way up there right now. I think we got this big huge gap. So honestly, I'm thinking the best time to get in is probably right now. I mean, yeah, because this not no fair value gap. This not a fair value gap. Got a little baby small gap here to 25. So 25 might stop us, but that's about it, man. Really ain't nothing in the way to get up to 34. So this might be the best time to get in a long on Oracle if you expecting that reversal. Yeah, this might be the best time, y'all. It might be the best time. What that week to? It's just like I just don't like taking it after making a lower low. That's the thing. I like, ugh. But like I said, we got some base right here. So your max loss will have to be that 196. See, that's the thing. You taking a $20 drop for a pretty much a $18 move up or $17 move up. Almost a 1-to-1, you know. That ain't bad. Almost a 1-to-1. Is it in a downtrend? Okay, it's in a downtrend. Hopefully, if it can stay in the downtrend, you can get a little bit more of a better entry. Then go higher. Maybe if it come back down to 210, you can go. But it kind of look like it's already starting to move back up, especially if tomorrow we get a higher high. Probably don't get no another entry. You probably just gotta get in. Okay. Then let's look at Adobe, and then we're gonna call it a night. Alright, my bad. I'm here looking at stuff. Monthly Adobe. Straight down, it have been moving straight down. It's the last solidified level here. It's the last solidified level here. I ain't gonna mark it because it's monthly. Weekly. You know what? This might be the last solidified level for all the time frame. Yeah, that would look like so. We do got a market. So let me go to the daily. Yeah, that's the last solidify level for all of them. So 255. Going to that weekly. Do we got some market structure? Oh, we got market structure shield. Yee. Adobe. Broke it. We need some base building above there. 340. Adobe broke. Adobe. Okay. Let's go to that. Let's see. Let's put the target for the weeklies. Of course. 363. Next target. 370. Yeah, main thing we worrying about 363, honestly. Wow. It actually got market structure shift on the weekly. That's crazy. Daily, close above the high, smooth, easy. Close above the highs. We want to see base build above here. Honestly, if we somehow get back to 340, I'll definitely grab me a long. So I'm gonna set an alert at 341. If we come to touch 340, I'm definitely looking for a long. I don't think we're gonna come back down, but if we somehow come back down to 340, I'm looking for a long. Honestly, I'm looking for a long. I will definitely like to swing Adobe to the upside up to 363. Definitely would like to. It's a soft higher low. Well, actually, it's right here. My bad. My bad. I just went to the first red counter. So 315 is really what we don't want to see it go below. I don't want to see it go below 340, honestly. But if I gotta pay the earnings, it's probably gonna if it's gonna come down, it's probably gonna just shoot straight down to past that 340. Man, I like Adobe. I'm liking Adobe. I just wish I wish it could come down to 341. We can come down 341. That would be beautiful, man. I just don't see it coming down though. But it could. You never know, man. Don't give up hope. You never know. It might come down. That's why I got them dang alerts. Cause I did. It might just straight squeeze. But that's my ultimate target. 363. All right, we're gonna go and call it, y'all. I have a good one. It's been an hour on here, so I have a good night. Your boy Keith is out.